Thank you. You all may be seated. Mrs. or Miss Johnson?
Soon to be Miss.
Sir, I was talking to her. Soon to be Miss.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I did. The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments. I've fulfilled my obligations in the amicable split that we had.
Right from the jump, Miss Johnson walks into court like she's about to cancel a Netflix subscription. She calmly asks to be relieved of child support since her child just turned 18. But this isn't some streaming service. It's a whole human being she helped bring into this world.
The child is 18. I would like to be relieved of child support payments.
Sir, how do you feel about that?
Ma'am, I don't know what kind of Afrocentrickery she's trying to run up in here, but it costs money to raise a child. I understand he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
And then the truth starts creeping in. The father drops a bombshell. The child isn't just 18, he's a child with special needs. Suddenly, Miss Johnson's argument falls apart like a house of cards in a windstorm. She left out a very important detail.
Okay, so now we're getting to the meat of it, because that's not what she just presented to me.
Well,
She
she's
just
acting
presented
special
it.
right now because she don't want to
Well,
pay
sir,
this
let's
money.
not do name calling. That's not nice.
I didn't call her no names, ma'am. I'm just saying she's acting special. All I know is this. It costs money to take care of this child. I don't have it.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does
He has
he
a
have?
mental disability, ma'am.
Okay. What type of medical bills does he have?
Currently, my bills are running about $1,800 a month. I have a garage. Obviously, by my dress and appearance today, I'm a simple man. But I make a clean living and do what I have to do. But I can only fix so many cars a day and have to put on helmets and change stuff. I don't have the time.
The father, calm but clearly exhausted, breaks down what it really costs to raise this child. $1,800 a month in medical bills alone. That doesn't even include food or shelter. Meanwhile, Miss Johnson is acting like she's trying to return a pair of shoes with no receipt.
Medical expenses does the child have on a monthly basis?
He has rehabilitation.
Okay.
He also has some vocational training skills to help him. We're trying to get him out there on his own a little bit.
Okay.
And he also has a speech therapist that comes in once a week also to help.
Miss Johnson, trying to regain ground, says she's been around and wants a little reprieve. But the judge is having none of it. Reprieve? Ma'am, the child doesn't get a break from his disability. The father doesn't get a break from being a full-time caregiver. Why should she?
Entirely. You can't make this up.
Okay. And other than that, is he, does he have any other disabilities or anything?
Not really, other than, her not being around ever. That's the only disability that's really got it messed up.
How much is rehab a month?
Rehab a month is $400, ma'am.
400. Okay. Does he go to a special type of school?
No, actually, the state sends someone to him at the residence because it's actually become more of a hindrance to get him somewhere than it is to actually take care of him at the home.
Okay. And you want to be removed from child support, and you hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child who's disabled, well, has special needs?
He lists everything, from rehabilitation to speech therapy, all to help his son become more independent. And while he's doing all that heavy lifting, the mother wants to hit the eject button. It's honestly heartbreaking and maddening at the same time.
Make this good.
I'm going to make this good. Due to the fact that I have been around, I do contribute, I am there. My job takes me all over the world. Not only do I'm an educator, but I also have another son as well too, who is 16. I'm in both of their lives. So therefore, I need a little reprieve because there are certain things that I need to do with cash. I want to
Ma'am,
make.
when I speak, you stop talking, okay?
Sure.
You're doing a whole lot of talking and you're not saying anything, okay? Your child has needs that this man pays for.
The father, respectfully but directly, calls her out. He's been running a garage for 35 years and still manages to raise his child. Meanwhile, Miss Johnson seems to be living comfortably, but acting broke when it's time to contribute. The court's not buying it.
Rehab alone is $400 a month. Is this an expense that a doctor has told you that's going to be ongoing in the future?
Yes, ma'am. It's still going to go on. As far as, she's just worried about her needs.
What about
the people who in hell need ice water?
What about the caretaker coming out to the home? Is that going to be something that's ongoing as well?
No, ma'am. That's going to end here actually in about 2 years.
Years?
Yes,
2
ma'am.
years?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you are asking me to stop paying child support today? You know what, ma'am? According to the paperwork that you provided, your child support is based on your annual income of $30,000 a year, right?
That is correct.
How much are you making now?
Probably a little more, over 10,000 down.
You know what? Let me ask him, because I don't think some of the information you're giving me is very truthful.
The judge starts digging deeper, and oh boy, things get messy. Miss Johnson originally said she earned $30,000. Turns out she's been making over $42,000. She got caught trying to underreport her income, and the judge is not pleased.
Sir, how
Yes,
much money does she make a year that you know of?
When we first did the situation, she was making $30,000 a year. Now,
Okay.
by the way we dressed today, obviously one of us didn't come up. So I think somebody might need to talk to somebody or count some beans or something, because I know somebody making a little money ain't me.
He's been running a garage for 35 years and still manages to raise his child. Meanwhile, Miss Johnson seems to be living comfortably, but acting broke when it's time to contribute.
I had this garage by myself for 35 years.
But the child lives with you, correct?
Right. And I
Ma'am?
had to keep my other garage.
Ma'am, how much money do you make a year, truthfully?
Truthfully, about 42,000.
You make
But
40.
see, he negates.
No,
Okay.
no, ma'am. You made more money, and you tried to. First of all, I feel offended that you came into my courtroom and tried to downplay what the situation was, what it was in the first place. You made it appear as though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on. Your child has special needs that this man has been paying for, and you have gotten a $12,000.
Now the judge is officially done. She calls out Miss Johnson's attempt to manipulate the system and makes it clear. This isn't about age, it's about ongoing need. The child still requires care, and that doesn't stop at 18.
Raise, in a sense, of salary.
Period of time.
And excuse me?
See, that's the reason I got
Even
rid
over
her
a
in the
period of
first
time. Today you make more money. You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him that it's going to stop, the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, right? That is a long time.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need to do.
Ma'am,
I don't have a problem continuing on taking care of my child.
The only reprieve you're going to receive here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis to this man. Okay? That's where we're going to do.
Is it continued? Because I've been doing.
Oh yeah, it's going to go up.
Excuse
It's
me,
definitely
ma'am.
going to go up. Yes, sir.
Apparently, denial isn't just in Africa, it's here today.
And just when the father tries to request a little more due to his other son's pending diagnosis, the judge has to shut it down. By the book, the numbers don't allow it. The system may be rigid, but it played fair today. Miss Johnson played a selfish game, and she lost.
Look, listen, sir. Listen. Your little innuendos, those are cute, but let's leave them somewhere else. They're not
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
take place in here. Okay? They're not going to take place in here. And ma'am, your outburst, please. I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
No, you shouldn't be. You should not be impressed. You came into this courtroom and tried to misrepresent, and you just simply don't want to take care of your child. That is ridiculous. So you said you make $42,000 a year. According to my calculation, that's about $3,500 for gross a month. That puts your net resources at $2,948.13. Who carries the health insurance on the child?
That would be me, ma'am.
Both.
Well, the adult child, excuse me. You carry health insurance, and what were you getting ready to say, ma'am?
Both of us.
So the child is equally covered. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's about the
And I heard you say that you had a 16-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to base your child support. You get credit for the child that you already have. So your child support is going to be set at $471.08 per month.
Say that again.
$471.70 per month. Understood?
That's clear.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Well, I was hoping, ma'am, if I could get a little boost in that, because the youngest son, he currently is being tested as well with some problems that he may be having.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
this is not the platform for you to be asking for an increase, and you just heard what this woman makes, and you heard me do the calculation based on what it is that she makes.
I just asked, ma'am.
No, sir. That's not how these things are done.
I mean,
You cannot get an increase from what she's making. What she makes is what she makes. Child support is based on a calculation. It's that simple. If you want to do something later and file something in court once it's been diagnosed, what your other child may have, then you can do that. But until then, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You all may be dismissed.
The final ruling drops. Miss Johnson is officially back on child support, $471.78 a month. You can almost see the shock hit her face. She walked in trying to get out of paying and walked out with a monthly bill instead. Ouch.